Hello everyone, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are. You're welcome back to my channel. My name is Olaoluwa Miracle and I'm the creative director of Mirapsstyles. In case you're seeing this beautiful face for the very first time, so if you're a first timer, you're welcome to the family. Thank you for watching this video. It really means so much to me. Please don't forget to hit on the subscribe button and turn on your notification bell so that you get notified whenever I drop a video. To my returning subscriber, thank you so much for the likes, thanks for the comments, thanks for the shares. Like, you guys really mean so much to me. Thank you so much, I love you guys. So today I'll be making a tutorial on how to make a shirt dress. So it's possible I split the video into two so that it won't be too lengthy for you guys. So I'll be making the pattern and I'll also be making the video on sewing, on how to sew it, the finished product. It was actually one of the pieces from the collection I released last year. I got another to make one, so I felt like sharing it with you guys. If you want to know how to make a shirt dress, keep watching. By drawing your lines, your horizontal lines. This is the shoulder line, so I'm drawing my shoulder line, marking 8.5 from the shoulder line. I'll be measuring my waistline, which is 14 inches. Then I'll be measuring my hip line. My hip line is the length I'm using for this shirt, so which is 24 inches. From this place, measure 2.5 inches, then you draw a straight line. From this line, this 2.5 inches line, that's where I will start my horizontal measurement from, which is my circumference. My shoulder line is 14, which is divided by 2, so I'll mark 7 inches here. The chest line, which is my bust line too, I'll be marking 7 inches. So I'll find the midpoint of this line. The midpoint here is 4.25, so I'll mark it. So from this 4.25, so I'll be going in by 0.75 inches with the head of my French curve. So I will join here to this place. My bust circumference is 36 inches, which is divided by 4. I have 9. So remember, you're taking your measurements from the 2.5 line. You can fold this part in so that it will not confuse you. So now I'm starting all my horizontal measurements from here. So I'll mark 9 inches from here. 9 inches. Waist circumference is 28 inches. So from here, 28 inches divided by 4. So that would be 7 inches. So I'm marking 7 inches. My hip circumference is 36 inches, so divided by 4, that will be 9 inches. So I'm marking 9 inches here. The next thing to do is to connect your lines. I don't want this place to be sharp. I'll create a curve there with the aid of my French curve. This is my new line. This is a shirt. I don't want it to be tight, so I want it fitted and free. So I'll be adding 1 inches ease allowance and 1.5 inches sewing allowance. So that's 2.5 inches, right? So now I'll be adding 2.5 inches to my measurements. Next thing is to add your allowance to your armhole, your sewing allowance. So I'll be adding ½ inch all through. So for the neckline, we are using 2.5 inches by 2.5 inches. That means you measure 2.5 horizontally and 2.5 vertically. So 2.5 by 2.5. So I'll connect it together. Planting the shoulder by 1 inch. So we are going to be adding our allowance all through. So I added 1 inch to the length of the dress for me to fold the seam in. When cutting the neckline of the front piece, you fold this placket inside, then cut out your neckline. You fold it in and cut out your neckline. So here is what you will have at the end of it. So this will be for attaching our buttons. So this is how you go about it. When you cut it on your fabric, you fold in 1/2 inch, then you fold in by 1 inch. That is the reason we add the 2.5 all together. This is what you will have at the end of the day. So you have 1 inch here. This 1 inch that you have here, you overlap since you are cutting this pattern in 2. So that means this one will overlap with the second one to form your button. You cannot cut this excess off before attaching your collar. So that's it. Can you see that it's very simple? So guys, here is the back piece that I'm constructing here. So I leave out 2 inches from this edge of the paper to the shoulder line. There's a reason for that, and it's very important. So I leave out 2 inches before drawing my shoulder line. So this is my shoulder line, this is my bust line or chest line, this is my waistline, here is my hip line, the length of my dress. So I've done my markings, the curves by the side. So here, this is the armhole I want to construct now. I have 8.5 there, so divided by 2, that will be 4.25. If you notice, while drafting the front panel, I come in by 0.75 inch, so you will not be coming in here. You draw your curve from the center of this line. And note that I didn't add any allowance here, so I'll be cutting this on fold. For the front panel, I added 2.5, which is for the placket, for the button where I attach my button. So here I'm cutting here on 4. For the neckline, so I'll be measuring 2.5 inches by 0.5. So I'll mark 2.5 here, then 0.5 here. I'll connect it together. And so I'll be slanting the shoulder line by 1 inch. And from my shoulder line, I'll be coming up by 1.5 inches. So I'll be adding my allowance all through from here. So guys, here are the patterns that I'll be needing for my shirt dress. This is the back panel, here is the front panel, and here is the sleeve. I already make a video on how to make this sleeve, so you can check it out. So here is the sleeve pattern that I'll be needing for this shirt dress. So you need to watch the next video on how I cut this pattern on my fabric and how I sew it together to give me the final product. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I really do appreciate you, and I love you so much. Bye.